Hello everybody, my name is Blonde Senpai and welcome back to Star Citizen. In front of me is the P-52 Merlin. This is a tiny little fighter. It's got some decent speed on it as well. Just a quick rundown of the guns. We have M3A laser cannon, one on each wing. And then, you can't actually see it right here, but it's on top of this little part. There is a Tiger Strike T-19P, which is a ballistic Gatling gun. Just some aesthetic things. These wings fold down when it's not in landing mode. Obviously, the landing gear goes up. It's just a very, very clean, very futuristic-looking ship. It's got some big engines here on the back for its size. And yeah, it's pretty basic. This is actually one of the cheapest, I think it is in the cheapest ship that Star Citizen offers, currently anyway. So it's pretty nice looking ship, I do have to say. To enter in, you come at the side here, and there's a little step thing that goes down, and then a little handle that even pops up for you, which is very classy. See, it's a really nice looking cockpit. Hatch comes down. Really, really nice viewing here. Like I said, those wings will fold down, so those won't be in the way or anything. So you can see very well. A lot like the Mustang Alpha, I would say, even, or just the Mustangs in general. It has a lot of view to it. The one thing I will say, and I'll point out when I get into Vandal Swarm, is the HUD does take up a little bit more room up front, and that's mostly where you're going to be looking. So overall, there's a lot of viewing angles. You can see out the side and out the top really well. You can track very well in this. But it could be a little bit of a problem with how big the HUD is. Now the HUD does have a different style to it, and I'll point all that out in Vandal Swarm. So that's where I'm going to take this in right now, and we'll see what she can do. Alright, and here we are in Vandal Swarm. So you can see what I was talking about now with the HUD. It's a very unique look and feel to it, but it does take up a significant amount of space. But we'll see if that's an issue. So just a quick rundown on the speed. Going 270 meters per second without afterburners. With afterburners, I'll turn them on here quick. To 320. So it's a pretty fast ship, especially for its size. And it's like I said, it's a little fighter, so it is made for fighting. It's definitely not made to, go against a Super Hornet or a Sabre or anything like that. And it's small so that it can hopefully be carried by some larger ships, some multi-crewed ships. So, hopefully some crew members can take it out if the big ship is getting attacked. I think that is the main point of it. And I mean, just being able to have a ship that you don't really have to worry about too much, just like a toss-away ship, if you will, will be nice. I'm sure the insurance will be very cheap on this thing. The Gatling gun itself is decent. I didn't use it really much there. I'll use it some more on this wave, but I'm going to try to conserve the ammo for the elite wave. But you can definitely see it's got some decent speed to it, and I mean, from what you just saw a little bit with me fighting, it actually It's some decent damage considering the M3As, I believe, are a size 1 weapon, and the Tiger Strike is a size 2. So, and the Tiger Strike's not something you can change out, I don't think, but you can change out the M3A cannon. I'm not sure if there would be something better though. You can see he's super maneuverable, just kind of flying around this guy right here. Not really having an issue. I was even getting shot at from another guy. You can see I'm having blackout problems with how maneuverable it is. So yeah, it seems like it's gonna be a very nice, just little fighter. And I'm having a lot of fun just so far flying this thing. But just with how responsive the handling is, you know, you're not having to turn really hard and just have slow output. This will not be a bad ship to look into getting. And with how cheap it is, you know, it's really easy to get the wreck for it too if you just want to try renting it. But this is a fun little ship to fly, that is for sure. It kind of reminds me a little bit of M50. I know it's not quite as fast, but the handling itself, other than the speed, feels a lot like that. And the size is obviously the reason for that, because they're both roughly the same size. These guns actually have decent firepower to them. The biggest gripe I have with them is you can see that the Gatling gun, the pip, is actually trailing behind a little bit, and that's making it rather hard to keep it on my target. You can see I was taking some damage there from the back. I had to move my shields towards the back, but it handled the damage pretty well. I was just kind of letting them fire just so I could test that, and it seemed to be taking it pretty well. So no issue there. I'm not sure what the armor is on this, but the shields definitely seem at least halfway decent. You're at least hopefully going to be able to notice that you're getting shot and can adjust for it before it's too late. So you can see what I was talking about the HUD getting in the way a little bit there. I was kind of firing and I couldn't even see my target. And that way in front is actually the nose of the ship. So a lot of the ship is up front above the cockpit. There's not a whole lot. Oh, almost collided there. There's not a whole lot going on behind the cockpit, which is kind of nice. But you know, you get the nose in front of you, and that just kind of takes up a little bit of your view. But not having, you know, a lot of ship behind you means you don't have to worry about turning into stuff. You're back in, kind of clipping it as you're turning hard around like an asteroid or something. It makes it so most of the ship that you have to maneuver past that stuff is at least in your view. Oh, I clipped there trying to boost into the guy. Blew myself up. But a lot of your ship is in the view, so as long as you're not, you know, doing a hard turn like I was there, you can actually see where you're going. You should be okay flying through an asteroid field. I think the problem was there I didn't have comm stab on. I just remembered I did not turn it on, and I do not have Anna with me to yell at me, so I can try to avoid that now. So now I have comm stab on. We'll see if it changes the handling at all. So I generally fly with comm stab on. I just don't like to drift that much, and I like to be able to fly through asteroids as an easy getaway if I need to, or if I want to lead an enemy into a field of asteroids, then I can turn around and bottleneck them. So here you can see the handling is still right around the same, even with comm stab on. I don't really notice any any big differences. The big thing with ComStab, like I said, is just keeping the ship sliding. But yeah, I don't see any major changes. Other than I'm probably obviously sliding a little bit less. The maneuverability is still just as good. This is a nice little ship. And that's really all I have to say about it. It's just, you know, it's a nice little fighter. It's cheap. It's got some nice speed to it. And I'm having a blast just flying it right here. So that's the end of wave 4. I think I'm just gonna end the video there. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you like this ship, the P-52 Merlin, leave a like on the video and let me know down in the comments what you liked most about it. Make sure while you're here you subscribe to my channel. I upload videos every single day, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.